Hey, welcome back. What we're doing in this episode today is I need to get my Jeep set up, all built out, and pretty much what it is right now is just a complete mess with everything lined up next to the bed. Let's go grab some 2x4s. I know I want the 2x4s for the base of the framing to make it sturdy, and then we'll start to build up from there slowly. We'll cut them up, get them in the back, and if you guys don't know, in about 5 weeks from now, my lease is going to be up and I'm going to be full-time in this rig. I've done this before for 5 months before when I was working full-time, living on the road. So we need to get this thing dialed in and ready to go. One main cabinet here, one cabinet in between, and another here. We'll just build kind of around what we have. The door comes in to this little ridge right here, as flush as possible. Since this cooler slides in and out frequently, we're gonna keep it open here. So here's the front piece of that frame, and we're gonna leave it open here as well, so I can always slide this in and out. Drill bits, screws, and I'll just use a little drill bit to take some out so we're not splitting any wood. It's not completely parallel because it's got like this little carpet ridge there. Just mark it. My bit is just a little bit too small, so it's stripping these screws, and this bit is the right size, but it doesn't fit into the drill. Come on. Come on. Oh, that was a shortcut. How did that happen? Shit. What can we do? What can we do? That's better. Once we got the weight on it, it should sit pretty flush. Starting to come together. I don't anticipate there's gonna be too much weight on top of this stuff, just like me resting on it, laptop, you know, kitchenware. It shouldn't be more than like 30 pounds. This is one of those cut, oh my God. Beautiful 68 Camaro. Oh, that's the dream. Oh my God. This is definitely a design as you go build. And then we got to get a felt or a carpeting. A carpeting that's not too frizzly to where, you know, dirt and crap is going to get trapped in it. But kind of like what we already have here. It's really lightweight. There's no base to it. There's no backside to it. It's really just frame and covering. 3 2x4s and then a 1x4 for the backside, and that's really it. We just got to figure out what the covering material is going to be. That just cost me $100 in just those 2 pieces of wood, as well as the carpet. So I think we're gonna get out with less than $200 in total. I just hope it cuts clean. Just wing it. Now I'm starting to think we're wasting so much wood. We're gonna delete that, and it's pretty much non-usable. But if we were to do this in sections, can we save wood? And I think we can. So it's probably smarter to cut in sections. This way, 3 times, have 3 pieces rather than wasting all that wood. Drop distance of 14 inches to 16.5. Like that. Oh, it's starting to come together. I'm a happy, happy boy. Let's get this, do the same thing for the next 24 inches. Technically, right? Because if we cut an angle flip it over. So we cut the other angle in the opposite way. We're left with a piece that is relatively the straightest piece we can get, right? Geometry. Okay. That was one thing, both these supporting rods, they didn't have like a leveler, but this wood is a little bit malleable. So it's absolutely perfect. I've pretty much lined up where I want the cabinets to be. I've kind of drawn out my cutting lines. Cabinet here, cabinet here. Definitely hit the concrete on that one. I'm just really hoping I just didn't make this thing way too flimsy by doing that. Lit up by mosquitoes out here, man. Fuck. Then I've just got these two hinges that I've gonna reuse from my previous build. Not perfect. Definitely a little rough around the edges. We'll see how well this holds up over time. I've also got this roof net. It's kind of ridiculous, but took the roof off, went tank mode. That's a little stopper here, just kind of hooked around that. There shouldn't be too much weight on this thing. It's gonna be like pillows and clothes and crap, so I think she'll do. I look like a freak right now. The joys of fixing crap in public areas. I wish I had a plot of land in a work garage. Yeah, I think we sealed just fine. What I have to do, this is gonna suck, but when I built it, I wasn't thinking this bar from here to here has to go down a few inches so I can access these to open up the cooler. I went dumpster diving for my little scrap block and got it. Perfect. You piece of garbage. Thinking hinging this way. Got this piece. I don't think those hinges will be in the way too much. Hopefully not. But plenty of support. Putting a ton of weight on that. Still have work to do, excess stuff to get rid of, but it is so much better. I don't know if I like this, but we can tighten it up so everything is up higher. But pretty much food pantry section, miscellaneous, everything else. Boom. It is so nice to just be able to lay stuff down. Like, this is nice, but I definitely need like bins or something so I can just like have like a catch-all stuff. Gotta cover those up. I'm happy. We need to take this thing out camping and get it really set up. Okay, now I just thought of something else. So when I cook, I've got that bin in the furthest cubby that I use, and I just pull everything out and then set it on there. But I've seen before Jeep, some companies make a custom, it's like you drill it into the door and it drops down, and then you can like fold it up, just like a drop down desk or table to cook off of. I don't want to do that because like it takes, you know, even an extra inch or 3/4 of an inch, it's just too tight for how tall I am. But if I could just have a board or something that I could just slide in here or place in and do that. I think I found the perfect piece of metal to hopefully make this work. And it's from a small like bookshelf, one of the middle shelves on it. So I'm thinking it's got to be like metal wiring on both ends. I got 1/8 of an inch wire, some stoppers. So I couldn't cut it. I need like bolt cutters. Okay, so I really can't think of something to keep it in a lock position up. So we're just gonna bungee cord it for now. So we are just kind of a few minutes outside of the town that I've been living at, but you got the Rockies in the background. But this is the final product. I'd say it's pretty dang good if you ask me. You got the folding, unfolding table, can take plenty of weight. It's a little rickety, but she works. Then you have the full bench setup. And there's still a lot of things that need to add to it, you know, little touch-ups here and there, a little bit of carpeting, make it look a little bit better. You know, I want to utilize every single space in here, so be able to put like utensils maybe that are you know, stuck to the top of the boards, but also have a ton of more space. Essentially what I'm thinking is, you know, a lot of these bags have like these MOLLE grips or these MOLLE placement holders. It'd be cool to have like a full wall of that, so you can just hang up whatever you need, you know, a lighter, cleaning products. You know, I gotta get a good place for the paper towels, but I'd say this is a pretty dang sweet setup. If anyone's interested, I'll just quickly run through how my battery system works, just because it's sort of part of the build. But I've got this secondary battery set up. It's all Renogy. You have your MPPT, you have your 700 watt inverter, and it's also got this MoFi network hotspot. It's all charged from the alternator. And I also run the Jackery battery that charges from the main lithium battery. So that's pretty much it. But here's the setup. I'd say it's pretty dang solid. What we're gonna do now, since we have our brand new rig, we are heading north into the Rockies. Boulder is right over there, but that's where I kind of plan on doing this. We're gonna be testing out the new setup, adding in, you know, some other components to it. You know, just keep adding smaller and smaller things as we go, just to make this thing the ultimate full-time car living setup. But so the next video, it's going to be me camping out of the Jeep, testing out the new setup. So that should be coming out in the next couple of days. If you guys like this kind of content, you know, I'm going to do a lot of hiking, you know, trail running, fishing. Consider subscribing. Other than that, look for more videos coming up, and I'll see you guys on the next one.